One.
This is Michael LoveJoi here in the LoveZone, once again here at historic Gardner Basin here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And as you can see, we've moved the LoveZone to the outside because it's such a beautiful day, and we have such a beautiful poet, and we have such a beautiful man. This is my brother, Mahdi Salaam, the ingenuous poet. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing better than some and worse than others. Honored to be here with you guys.
Thank you so much for being here in the LoveZone, my brother.
That's right.
That little piece that you just did for us, opening up, could you tell us, what was the inspiration?
My Pain is the name of that poem. My pain should be our pain. And my poetry stems from I should, and we should speak out against injustice, try to change it with our hand and hate it in our heart. And that's the part about me, trying to speak out against it, change it with my hands, and for sure, I hate it in my heart. And it pains me. I am the ingenuous poet. Ingenuous is original. Ingenuous is different. Ingenuous is resourceful. So that is some of the resources that I was given in that poem, My Pain, in a nutshell.
Well, you know, when I first heard your poetry, it was at a gathering that we had at the MLK school several years ago. And brother, you set the house on fire.
I just want to thank you.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to tell you, I've been a fan ever since I first heard you. And I had to track you down to get you to come here today. Because, you know, numbers change, people move, people do things, but I got it here today. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
How long have you been doing the ingenuous poetry?
Well, the ingenuous poetry, I'm in my 14th year now. And it's been trial. It's really, it's good, you know. And I want to say this too, like, I didn't say this, that when you say the ingenuous poet, that's the beginning of my name. But I am the ingenuous poet, Uncle Time. UNCLETIME is Uniting Neighborhoods, Clean and Learning Education. It's time to improvise and move the earth.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
I am the ingenuous poet, Uncle Time. UNCLETIME, which is Uniting Neighborhoods, Cleaning, Learning, Educating. It's time to improvise and move the earth. Timeless poetry.
Well, let me clear that up. You know, for those of you who may have a hearing problem or vertigo or whatever, or a hearing aid, he didn't say Uncle Tom, okay? He said Uncle Time. Please, explain that acronym for us, sir.
Well, Uncle Time in itself is, like I said, uniting in neighborhoods, C, cleaning, L, learning, E, improvising, and move the earth. The ingenuous poet, Uncle Time, UNCLETIME, which is Uniting Neighborhoods, Cleaning, Learning, Education. It's time to improvise and move the earth. So that we can be clear. And I feel as though like this is the best spot because my poetry is historical. If I may say, I was once asked this question, what makes your poetry so historical? What makes your poetry so different than everybody else's poetry? And I said, it's historical poetry. What makes it so historical that I am the first poet laureate ever out of Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is historical. What else makes my poetry so historical is that if you look, you will see that I was honored with our first black president of the United States of America in '09. I performed in the state capitol in Harrisburg in the Rotunda. That's two, which makes my poetry so historical. Now, the third thing that makes my poetry so historical is that I come out the lineage of Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee. As you can see, Ossie Davis and my mother are first cousins. Their fathers are brothers. So you have two brothers. One brother, his son, Ossie Davis. The other brother, his grandson, the ingenuous poet. So those three reasons is the reason why my poetry is so different and is so historical. Those are the proofs and the evidences.
Well, you know, since he brought up the fact that he was related or is related to Ruby Dee and Ossie Davis, or Raisin in the Sun, am I correct? Well, he certainly is giving the sweet words here in the sun, here in historic Gardner's Basin, here in Atlantic City. Mr. Salaam, let me ask you this. Your poetry, is it political, social, or is it heartfelt expressions that come from the pain of your living in a world such as this?
It is all of the above. It all depends on which one of the poems you read, you hear. It's all in a nutshell. And it's for, let me say this, our youth today are suffering. I'm saying that my poetry is a calling. I have 4 poems that I call the Fortune 4 poems, which is the Honor Your Mother poem, White Roses to the Beautiful Woman, Proudly Walking, I'm Atlantic City Dolphin, the Dolphin football field out there. This is for the homeless. These Fortune 4 poems should be in everybody's home in America. My poetry comes in picture frames. So these Fortune 4 poems can be in every household. And it saves the people and our youth from the street. Because street reputation supersedes education. It means more to the youth, the streets, to be in the street. Street reputation supersedes education. To be wise is compromise. To have a street rep, it means more to them. So we have to wind them back in. And these 44 poems, listen, you have to honor your mother at first. You have to have respect for your beautiful woman. You know, you listen to the rap and everything like that, and everything that's going on, you know, it's all right with them. You know, they don't have a problem with it. So these are educational poems. The honor your mother, the white rose, the proudly walking on Atlantic City Dolphin. Or this is for the homeless, or you can be homeless and the effects of being homeless. So that's so important that a lot of people need to know that this is the state of mind of a lot of our youth that's falling in the trenches because they feel this, that street reputation supersedes education. To be wise is compromise. To be a gangster, to be a killer, that means more to them. So we have to reteach them, take these, we have to save them. And when you listen to music, sometimes the music, they get the rocket and the music, they don't really hear what you're saying. That's why a lot of times I share with people that music is in competition with my lyrics. You hear me clearly what I'm saying when you hear my lyrics. And that's the difference. You know, when I spread my poetry, that is universal. It's for everybody. You know, everybody should honor your mother. Everybody should have respect. It's not far from racist. Like people might say, oh, I sound so pro-black when they hear some of my poetry. No, I just sound like a human being fighting out against for my human rights. You know, no, he sound like that. You know, we canonize the black this, black that. No, listen to what I'm saying and listen to my lyrics.
Let me ask you this. Now, you said that you have 4 poems that should be in the home of every person in America, or every ethnic group in America. Everybody can buy your poetry.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this. How can we obtain these 4 statutes of poetry?
Well, real soon you should be able to go on my Facebook page, on my website, and you can order these poems. We're in the process of that as we speak right now. Whereas you can go online and you see the Honor Your Mother poem. And let me share this here. Real soon, my poetry should be in some of the prison commissaries list. I'm sitting down with some people right now. And we're going to be able to have these poems, the Honor Your Mother poem. You know, I'm coming through the school system. This is the importance of them. Bringing out children. You being bad, read that Honor Your Mother poem. Remember, you used to get in trouble in school. They used to make you write. I would stay out of trouble 100 times.
Yes, sir.
So now, a little young child get in trouble. Read that Honor Your Mother poem before you leave this house. Young lady, read that White Roses poem before you leave this house. You want to quit school? You want to be a quitter? You read that Proudly Walking on Atlantic City Dolphin poem before you read this out. You think times is easy? Read that This is for the Homeless poem. So these poems here, the Honor Your Mother poem, could be in the living room. The White Roses affects the wife. It could be in the bedroom. Proudly Walking on Atlantic City Dolphin and children. And this is for the homeless. Could be in the kitchen. Not just that, these 4 poems affect the holidays. This is a package deal. On Christmas, you get these 4 poems out to the children on Christmas. Okay? Honor Your Mother poem. It affects Mother's Day. Okay? White Roses, Valentine's Day. All right? This is for the homeless. Thanksgiving. All right? So these poems are beneficial to us and our growth development in these communities so we can grow as a people and reach out to all the different communities, because it's not just our community, it's universal. Once again, ingenuous poet Uncle Time, UNCLETIME, is uniting neighborhoods, clean and learning education. It's time to improvise and move the earth.
Well, there you have it from the ingenuous poet. Now, Brother Salaam, let me ask you this. Seeing that you are so passionate and the power of what you comes across in your delivery, do you find that a lot of people are attracted or repelled by your stance, your philosophy, and your delivery?
That's a real good question. That's a real good question. And I have to be honest and answer that question. My poetry is so misunderstood. At times you can hear my poetry and you don't know, you can't put me in one category. You know, and like I said, sometimes I can sound so pro-black. You know, I can be scary at times. I can be political at times. At times I'm trying to call on people to listen to the poetry that'll save our youth and things like that. So I would say I'm so misunderstood. And the reason why is that I was selling this Honor Your Mother poem for Mother's Day, and I didn't get a big response. All right? I sell the White Roses poem to the children, and I didn't get a real big response. How many of our children been Atlantic City Dolphins? Our children, how many have been Dolphins? I didn't get a big response. We have a homeless problem here, right here in Atlantic City. These poems, I'm not getting a big response. And these poems here, this is what we really need to hear. So I must say that I must be misunderstood.
Well, you know, the misunderstood ones generally are the great ones. Because all of the notaries, all of the luminaries who've gone before have been tremendously misunderstood. So I don't say that's because you're misunderstood that you're not effective. I say you're misunderstood because you're great.
Okay, I just want to thank you. And I would like to know if I'm effective. That's good to know if I'm effective. Because what I will say that I believe that I'm effective. I believe that I'm reaching people. And that's why I'm here today. And this is why I'm the poet laureate. So I am reaching the people. But from the angle of I just want to reach more. I'm not going to feel content.
Well,
I want to reach more, so I don't feel as though my job is done. So to sit here and say that I'm arrived, I have not arrived.
well, Brother Salaam, I want you to know now, we're not just a local broadcast. We're worldwide.
Is that right?
Worldwide. Some little brother in Namibia is going to see you.
Is that right?
And he's going to be inspired by the words that you speak. Some little brother in Beijing, some little brother in Buenos Aires is going to see you and hear the word. Because everything starts with a word, am I correct?
And that's right.
It's a spoken word. We're going to take a pause for the cause and come back to our brother Mahdi Salaam so he can give us another selection before we fade out to black. And as we always say, you're here in the Love Zone, and we're broadcasting today from the historic Gardner Basin right here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, back with my brother Mahdi Salaam. We'll see you into it too.